From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. A community made up of an amalgamation of several small fishing villages along Newfoundland's northeast coast will gather today to celebrate the rescue of 7 crew members of a lost fishing vessel. A parade through the region is scheduled for this evening for the men now dubbed the Lucky 7, who were forced to abandon their fishing boat after it caught fire. Newfoundland and Labrador Premier Andrew Furey said the whole province breathed a collective sigh of relief after learning the crew was safe. The Shetland Creek fire continues to rage in the BC interior as one of the province's fires of note. Evacuation orders and alerts have been activated in the region for communities like Ashcroft, Cache Creek, and Spence's Bridge, as well as several First Nations. Officials have also noted that a number of structures in the Venables Valley area have been destroyed, but exactly how many has yet to be determined. As of this morning, the BC Wildfire Service was reporting 324 active wildfires. The Edmonton and Fort McMurray areas are forecast to experience some very poor air quality today. Special statements from Environment Canada say wildfire smoke is causing the issue, which has also prompted Edmonton officials to distribute N95 masks at city facilities that are open this weekend, such as pools or recreation centers. Edmonton's K-Days Festival is going ahead as planned, but organizers are encouraging guests to assess personal risk to determine entry and activity on the site. U.S. President Joe Biden says he's ready to return to the campaign trail next week, even as a growing chorus of Democratic lawmakers are calling for him to withdraw from the presidential race. Reporter Allison Cossack has the latest.
More than 36 Democrats in Congress are calling on him to drop out. Senators like Elizabeth Warren are still backing Biden, but leaving the door open for an alternative. One of the president's closest allies, Senator Chris Coons of Delaware, says Biden is listening.
Skeptical Democrats doubt that Biden can keep the White House after his stumbled debate performance last month against Donald Trump. And they also worry that he will take hopes for party control of Congress down with him. And finally, on the international stage, the Israeli military says it has intercepted a missile fired from Yemen. The Sunday morning interception happened after Israeli warplanes struck several Houthi targets in the Arabian Peninsula country. Those strikes were in retaliation to a deadly Houthi drone strike on Tel Aviv. Now, it's the first time that Israel is known to have responded to repeated Houthi attacks throughout its 9-month war against Hamas. The burst of violence is threatening to open a new front as Israel battles a series of Iranian proxies right across the region. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, a battle of Southern Ontario rivals in the CFL Saturday night. The Hamilton Ticats held on to beat the Toronto Argonauts 27-24 for their first win of the season. Hamilton, who are 1-5, earned just their second win in the last 12 games. The Argos are 3-3. In the other football, Major League Soccer that is, Toronto FC took a major step forward in their pursuit of a playoff position with a 1-0 victory over Eastern Conference rival CF Montreal. Richie Larea scored the first half goal at Stade Saputo. Jake Rogers hit his third career grand slam during a 6-run sixth inning as the Detroit Tigers dumped the Toronto Blue Jays 7-3. And finally, Colton Herta took the IndyCar pole position at the Toronto Exhibition Place Street Course. Points leader Alex Palou of Chip Ganassi Racing will start 18th after being penalized for interference during the first qualifying segment. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.